you who seeketh me, know that thy seeking and thy yearning shall avail thee not, unless you know the mystery, that of what you seeketh you cannot find within thee, you shall never find it without. For behold, I have been with you since the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. Blessed be my witches and my spiritualists. Welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer. And today we are going to be talking about something that, again, I feel is very important. I wanted to discuss with you today about external forces and how they do affect our peace. Let me give you an example straight out of the gate. You booked a wonderful vacation somewhere, and you've been very, very excited about this vacation. It was going to be a great time for your family, or it was going to be, a very spiritual thing. However, you get to the hotel and you realize that the room that you had booked was either A, not available, or you booked the wrong room, or your perception was a little off and you thought the room was larger and had more amenities that you thought you would like to have, but they're not there. For most people, this would be a very upsetting situation. Right? This is an external force that can really affect that vacation. People at this point in time have two choices. They can either allow the external forces to really take hold in their life and ruin a potentially wonderful situation. Or they can understand that they are really truly in control of how they react to a situation. The world's going to be what the world is. This is the densest of realities, and we share this with billions of people. So we need to understand that that collective consciousness, right, is going to set a stage. But how we react to that stage, how we react to that experience, really determines what kind of vibration, what kind of a beacon we are going to be within the universe or the universal consciousness. Peace is not something truly that comes external. However, the external forces can disrupt or create a distraction. You see, if you went there and you truly had a peace within inside of yourself, these external forces, yes, they would be a little bit annoying. However, they would not mess with your peace. What they would do is they would give you and provide you an opportunity to be like, you know what, yeah, I might have gotten pissed off at this. I might want to. However, I am now faced with the opportunity to be able to make that decision to retain the peace that I have found within inside of myself, which only in the long term actually reinforces that peace overall, universally. I have so many people who come to me and say, I am creating this environment, I am creating this, and they beat themselves up about it. But what they don't understand is, no, honey, you're not always creating that environment. Don't get me wrong. You may be holding a negative connotation or a view that is bringing more of that crap into your world. However, sometimes that just comes into your reality, not because you did something wrong. Thinking that you did something wrong really shows you where you are on a conscious level. If you understand that this is an event that is allowing you to implement those senses of peace and what you have found within the self, it allows you to be able to say, you know what, I choose to retain my peace here, rather than allowing for a distraction to take that away from me. Now, when you're in a situation when it comes to being in, let's say, a relationship with somebody, and that person is a very negative person, and they have a lot of hatred and this and that, and they're messing with your peace, right? That's a completely different story. Does this mean that you have to stay in that? Does it mean that you have to be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to overlook certain things? No, darling, that does not mean that, my spiritualist. What it means is that you need to always take stock of where you are and where that other person is. Being mindful does not only mean that you need to mind yourself, okay? You need to mind your environment as well. You also need to mind your business. because some shit is just not yours, okay? But it means that you need to mind your environment. Has this person given up on themselves? Are they on a path to self-destruction and they want to carry you along for the ride? That's a different story. Then you need to save thyself, okay? And you need to honor the path that that person has chosen, right? If they chose the path of non-peace, if they chose the path of self-decay, if they chose the path of self-destruction and self-loathing, that's fine, honey. That's the experience that they choose to have, okay? And yes, one can sit in that situation. You see, when you have found that inner peace, you can sit in anything, no matter what it may be, and still have a sense of peace. That is innate. That is yours. You have seek it, you have found. Your yearning has availed ye not. Okay? But when the situation becomes a thing where someone is giving up on themselves and they're not searching for peace anymore, they can do that if they want to. Okay? When it reaches a point where their actions externally are causing your peace or challenging your peace and really creating a destructive energy that may be removing you or pulling you further away from the truth and the connection to the divine, this is when you need to remove yourself from the situation. I have said it on many videos for the Witch Please family members who watch them regularly. Thank you. I love the support that I get from you. I said it on many videos. I do not waste anybody. I never will waste anybody. But I also love people enough to let them have whatever experience they want to have. And if they chose to waste themselves, I do not need to be a part of that. As long as someone is trying. And let me tell you, I've seen some people reach some dark places, but they never gave up faith. Now, I'm not talking about trust here, darling, okay? They have never given up faith. Because sometimes when you even don't trust yourself, faith can be the thing that grounds you and holds you. I have faith in the divine. Trust in everybody in this world has to be earned. And I've always lived my life like that. I have faith in everybody because everyone is truly part of the divine. Where they are and the strength that they are holding, if they choose to give up, if they choose to not trust in themselves, if they choose to buy into illusion, if they choose to be distracted, that's theirs. That is completely theirs. They can do with that what they want, right? And I will honor that. I will honor where they are. But as long as they have not given up on themselves, as long as they still have faith, no matter what the obstacle may be, right? I'm there for you. I've got you. But the moment I am carrying the load for you, because you chose to no longer carry your own load, I'm the one trying to save you from something that you don't even feel you're worth saving from. That's not my job. You see, another part of finding your own inner peace is to know what's yours and what's not. We have a misguided view of what love is. Maya Angelou said it best: love does not, it liberates, it does not control, it does not bind. Right? That truly is ego. When you are actively working with somebody to help them find something that you yourself have found, when you are trying to light the path to their own, seeking and yearning for peace, or whatever it may be that you're seeking and you're yearning for, if you have reached that level, then what you do is you are a support system. Because whether you'd like to admit it or not, you finding your peace, there was a whole group of people working with you to find that peace, right? We don't do it alone. We are all one. We stand on the shoulders of those who've come before us, who have written down their own personal journey to the divine, their own personal journey to peace. And there is no one way to peace. There is no one way to God. There are as many ways to God as there are blades of grass in this world. Every time you tap into your own sense of peace, or you find that sense of peace or understanding or comfort or love or spirituality or whatever it is. We are standing on the shoulders of those who came before us, who have allowed their learnings to create a stronger consciousness of which we can tap into and use that well-worn path, or even aspects of that well-worn path, to be able to better understand and better shed light on our own personal path that will illuminate the journey that is before us to our own personal salvation. The reason why I really wanted to make this video today is I want people to understand, to not sweat the little shit. Finding one's path to whatever it may be, peace, understanding, love, whatever it may be, finding one's own path is not an immediate. It is a system of checks and balances, trial and error. It is your own personal thing. It is your own way, and you need to seek it. People come to this channel and they watch and listen to what I have to say. And I love that. And I feel so blessed and privileged to be able to do this. But I do hope that the Witch Please family member that are watching me understand that this is a guideline to my own personal salvation, to my own personal connection. And I hope that some aspects of what I have learned and what I teach help those of you find your own personal pathway. I don't want to be the path, the light that illuminates your whole path. I want to be the candle in the sconce on the wall that gives you illumination in one aspect of your reality so that you have the strength, a little bit more knowledge, to be able to traverse the path in front of you till the next sconce comes and provides you with more illumination and more insight to get to where you are going. So, I could make this a long video. We could be talking for 24 hours, y'all, because this is a very, very deep subject. But I just wanted to share this with the Witch Please family, and I just wanted you to know that I love you all very much, and it's very important for me to take my own personal transformations and knowledge that I've accumulated on my own personal path with all the sconces along the way and be able to play that forward. Also, for those of you, I want you to know that we are opening up the Witch Please School to the public. That is coming up, and we are going to start doing classes as of the middle of November. We're in the dark time, y'all. Time for some introspection. All right, so let's get it all done, my witches, my spiritualists. And please let you know, if you're not a witch and you watch this and you are like, you know what, I'm interested. I don't want you to think that the things that I teach and the Witch Please family is all about magic. It's about spiritual development. It's about spiritual enlightenment. All are welcome to join in and to apply the knowledge that has been accumulated to your own personal journey. All right, my spiritualists, my witches, that is our episode for today. If you have not pressed subscribe, you know you need to press subscribe. Join the Witch Please family and do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. Don't forget to press that bell icon so you're notified when a new video comes out, because you know you don't want to miss a thing. I said it before, my spiritualists, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic. And you are always in my heart. I will see you again on another episode of Witch Please. I love you, Bobos. Bye-bye.